Hey guys, Team Survivalist here, and I just had a couple ideas on what you are going to want to do if you go out camping or are going out, like, bugging out, or I guess doing a survival camping trip like I did, or, you know, surviving in general. This is for wilderness. I'm probably going to have one for, like, urban or normal bugging out, I guess. But, the first thing you're going to want to do is probably get shelter. This is what me and my friend did. I followed this list, but not quite to the letter. We did make a couple of mistakes, and I wish I followed my list that I made. But first thing is shelter. What shelter will do is protect you from the weather, and it rained a lot when we were out camping, and I wish that we set up the shelter right away. But we didn't, so it started raining in the middle of us creating the shelter, so it did create a little bit of a problem. But we did get it all set up, and we were all dry and stuff. But what you want to do when you're making a shelter is you want to find the high ground. You want to make it near water, and you want to have a lot of firewood around. So a lot of saplings, a lot of broken old trees and all that. But the second thing you want is fire. It'll dry your equipment. It'll keep you warm at night. It's a good light source. You're going to want a lot of light, because at night in the wild, it's pretty dark in case you haven't ever gone out camping. It gets way darker than it does around your house. But third thing is probably going to be water. Water is the only thing that is really going to keep you alive in short-term survival, because you can last weeks and weeks without food, depending on your body type, but you can only last about 3 days without water, and that's only if you're hydrated. And think about it, if you're thirsty right now and you had to bug out, you're probably already a third of the way dehydrated, so you're probably only going to last like 2 days, and that's not good. You're going to want to get a lot of water. So you gotta boil your water, or get a filter straw or a filter bottle or something, some kind of filter thing, and you gotta collect the rainwater. That's why I kind of like rain sometimes. You can get rainwater so easily. Just gotta get a couple buckets out there, you know, use your tarp, I don't know. Fourth thing is probably gonna be food. You can get plants, even though plants are a little bit dangerous unless you know what you're doing. I suggest making like a plant notebook for what plants are edible with pictures and stuff, or you could just buy one. I made my own. It was pretty easy. Just search Google for edible plants and stuff. You could also get small game, squirrels, rabbits, groundhog, even though groundhog tastes really bad. If you're in a big group, you're going to want to go for some bigger stuff. Think about that, because squirrels are not much meat, same with the rabbit. You can also get some fish. That's why I suggest being near a good amount of water, because fish are a very easy food source to get. I can catch fish all day. I go out fishing a lot. They got a pretty good amount of meat on them, especially carp, even though carp taste like whatever they eat on the ground, so they don't taste very good. 5, if you're in a long-term or a short-term, conserving energy is going to be a very big deal. When we were out camping, we didn't do anything on the last day because we were so wiped out, and we knew it was the last day, so we were going to go home anyway and get a big meal. But we just kind of sat around all day and fired off a BB gun that he brought at some cans that we found. So it was pretty much it. We just sat around. You're going to want to conserve energy. You don't want to be moving around all the time, because you're not going to be taking in as much food as you do at your house. I guarantee it. Even if you're like the top-notch survivalist, you're not going to be able to get that much food to keep you going like you do when you eat at home. You're going to want to take 20-minute breaks at least 3 hours. Every 3 hours, take a nice 20-minute break. Take naps, because you're not going to get as much sleep at night. It's going to get loud. It's going to get annoying. You're going to have animals walking around your campsite, and yeah, they keep you up. So, last thing is probably going to be stay clean. Keep your hands clean, because, you know, you touch everything with your hands. You get your face, and if you get yourself in the eye with your hand and your hand's all dirty, you're probably going to get sick. And getting sick on a camping trip or surviving trip it's gonna suck really bad. I was sick over the last one. I was coughing the entire time. I couldn't sleep. It took me forever to fall asleep at night. It was terrible. So you don't want to get sick. Trust me. You're gonna want to clean your gear. You're gonna want to check yourself for ticks, because I've never gotten Lyme's disease, but I hear that you just can't do anything. You just sit around all day, and your partner, or if you're alone, it's gonna suck more. But your partner's gonna hate having to feed you too if you're sick and you can't do anything. So don't get sick, or Lyme's disease. That'd be even worse. So you wanna at least try and brush your teeth. If you don't have a toothbrush, you can take a twig and chew it a couple times, and the fibers will clean your teeth. It's not as good as brushing your teeth, but it's better than nothing. You're gonna want food, like a good amount of food, if your survival is probably gonna take over 5 days, because your body can last well over a week without food. You just won't have as much energy. But I suggest getting food even if it is short term, which is kind of like under 5 days, because you're going to want the energy in short term. But I guess it's kind of preference. Guess you're just probably going to want to eat no matter what. But if you know that your survival is going to be short term, then you're not going to need as much. But in a real survival situation, you're not going to know how long you're going to be out there. No one knows. Like, who knows what the survival situation is going to be, but you're not going to know how long you're going to be out there. So get as much food as possible, eat it all, don't save any of it, because you never know that what's going to happen tomorrow. So you got to eat it all now. Maybe you'll have to leave your camp really quick and your food will disappear. Maybe an animal will eat your food that you didn't protect well enough. I don't know. Just eat it when you get it. So that's just kind of food for thought for if you're ever going to go out camping or survive somewhere, I guess. Yeah, hope you enjoyed my little gun thing, I guess, right there. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Well, I'm gonna go eat something. See you guys later.